My lessons after divorcing my cheating wife. Sorry, this is long. Feel free to just read the lessons. Or whatever. I wrote this for me anyway. I broke up with my wife 1 year ago tomorrow. Today is her birthday. Happy birthday, Jess. The divorce was finalized March 11th. For anyone going through this, or about to go through this, I just wanted to share my experience and the lessons I have learned. We were together for almost 10 years. March 14th, 2014 Pi Day, we used to celebrate. She went to nursing school, became a nurse. Eventually, she wanted me to propose, so I did. We planned this Star Wars-themed wedding for May 2020. Well, that wedding never happened. COVID happened instead. We both worked in healthcare, and what a big pile of bullshit that whole year was. We got married anyway. On paper, we could plan the wedding another year. Well, less than a month, married, and she admitted that she was cheating on me with a pa she worked with. There were red flags that I ignored, or at least chose to trust her. Lesson 1: Don't ignore red flags. Ask questions, demand answers. Trust your gut. Lesson 2: If they ask for an open relationship, they are telling you that you are either in one or about to be, regardless of your opinion on the matter. She was effusively apologetic. She wanted to change. She wanted to go to therapy. She wanted to fix the relationship. She offered complete access to all of her stuff related to the affair. It was all there, no trickle truth that I was aware of. From what I could tell online, this was the steps for reconciliation to happen. But if I told my family, what would they think of her? So I carried that burden, that pain, alone. Lesson 3: Do not protect your cheating spouse. Make sure you have people that can support you. It isn't your job to jump on their dropped grenade. We went to therapy, and what a fucking waste of money that was. How much responsibility was I willing to take for Jess cheating? That is what I was asked. Fucking zero. I settled on 40%, which was bullshit, and I just said it to move on. I should have never bent over for that bullshit. I think I was so desperate to make it work again and so demoralized that I just turned into a doormat. Never again. Lesson 4: Marriage counseling after cheating is a joke, and don't let anyone make you take any responsibility for another's actions. Things started to get back to normal. The trust slowly started to come back after about 2 years. I should have gone to therapy. I had it in my head that I didn't need it. I didn't do anything wrong. There was nothing wrong with me. I didn't realize it at the time, but I was deeply depressed and just going through the motions. Lesson 5: Get therapy. Even if you don't think you need it. Something deeply hurtful was done to you. It will leave a mark. Around year 3, we decided to stop marriage therapy as the therapist retired. At this point, and at the therapist's encouragement, we had started to mix finances to be closer together. Lesson 6: Do not mix finances. One joint account is probably okay, but keep your paychecks going into your own account. Get a prenup, even if you are poor. It is going to make divorce at least a bit easier. Definitely don't mix finances after they cheated. Right after we stopped going to therapy, I caught my wife in a stupid lie, which she immediately got strangely defensive about. All progress in the past 3 years was gone in a second. I decided to do some digging in accounts and messages I still had access to, and what do you know? A message to a man about their relationship arrangement. I tell her we are done. She tells me she was going to break up with me at the end of our lease bullshit. I tell her she will hear from my lawyer. This was September 13, 2023. I read horror stories of divorces taking months, even years, and I couldn't believe it. I wanted to be done with her as soon as humanly possible. Lesson 7: Be patient, The legal process is slow, even without kids. Lesson 8. You are not divorcing the person you married. They are the enemy. Give no ground, give no quarter. Save messages, record conversations, whatever is legal in your area for you to keep records. Where we had spent at least 6 years communicating and cooperating very effectively, with both of us having little worry about whose money went where and who paid for what. Suddenly, she was very concerned with how much money I had and how much I owed her. To be clear, she made more than me. We split costs evenly. I had a savings account which I alone contributed to with a percentage of each paycheck. I had asked her to do the same for years, but she never did. She spent most of her money. I did not. So, I had several large bank accounts which she suddenly felt entitled to. So from September until March, the next year, we argued through lawyers about who got what out of what account. We even managed to fight over retirement accounts. We both worked full-time. We both had our own 401k. It shouldn't have even been on the table. By the time it was done, there wasn't much left of any of my checking accounts. All gone to attorney fees. I had my savings of about $50,000, which I was grateful to my attorney for managing to keep out of her greedy, selfish hands. I had all of our joint accounts, which I split and then paid her an additional $7,000 sequalization payment. Lesson 9. Divorce costs a fortune. And when you get married, they literally own half your shit. Be prepared to lose half of it, regardless of right or wrong. The court doesn't care if she cheated. Actually, no one does. Life isn't fair. Since then, I have been going to therapy and trying to get my life back to normal. I miss my dog. I even miss my wife. Besides the cheating, we had a good relationship. So I can't help but miss it. I have periods of time when I have energy and drive. I have long periods of despondency. I go through bouts where I am sure I am a horrible man and was a horrible husband. Other times where I know I was wronged and that I did nothing wrong. It has been a struggle every day in some way. I just keep moving forward. I don't have a choice. Being a divorced man in your 30s is a very, very lonely experience. I have a really tough time being vulnerable around others. I don't even want to be around others when I feel vulnerable. I know this is a flaw of mine and I'm trying to not have it because I know it is killing me. I have people reaching out to me and I can't bear to reach back for fear of feeling weak. Lesson 10. Don't neglect your friendships when you are married. Sometimes they are more permanent than a marriage. Even if you can't get support from them, sometimes the distraction of them is appreciated. I wish I could share some hopeful wisdom or some profound way to heal through this. I have nothing. It is painful. It is lonely. If you are lucky, you are rid of a horrible person. If you are like me, you have lost your best friend and your best support. Either way, it sucks. I went on vacation for the first time. I went to Sweden, where Jess and I had planned to go. I wish I could say it helped. It just made me miss her again. For her part, she seems to be happy with her new long distance, whatever she has going on. That is the public show she has going on. The truth is a mystery. Part of me hopes she is happy. Part of me wishes she mourned my absence. Another part wishes her life would crash and burn. Either way, it doesn't matter. It changes nothing. Something that shocked me is the silence from her family. They liked me. I thought they liked me. I was in their little family calendar they sent out. I've heard nothing from any of them. I'm an immigrant. All I have here in the U.S. is my mom, dad, and brother. I had this huge other family through my wife. She had cousins and nieces and nephews, family Thanksgiving, family Christmas, all gone. Like they never were. They owe me nothing, obviously. but their absence hurts like any other loss. I have no plans on dating again. I'm too emotionally closed off to get close to most people. Even if I wasn't, I certainly won't trust anyone again. I'd not be much of a companion to anyone. Good luck. Message me if you have questions. I'm not wise or knowledgeable, but maybe I can point you the right direction or at least be sympathetic to your experience.